welcome everyone to Flosstube 89. This is a video about cross stitch. My name is Dottie. I'm stitching Scotty, and this is my July wrap up and finish frenzy. Yes, you heard it right. I had a finish frenzy. The finishing bug has finally bitten. Okay, for all of you that have watched me all of these videos, some of you have been here for all 88 videos. And I really appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking my videos. The majority of everyone likes my videos, and that just makes me feel really good. It puts a warm place in my heart. And I also would like to thank all the new people that have stopped by, all the stitchers and just whoever that stopped by to see me and see my work. Thank you so very much. I hope you like and subscribe to the video and share it with your friends. I really appreciate it. Okay, without any more ado, let's go with my big announcement that I heard yesterday. Now, those of you that watch Flosstube, I'm sure you already know what I'm about to say. I'm just passing along what I heard. And I watched Anabella's Flosstube yesterday, Flosstube number 80. And for all the details, you need to go there to watch it. But she is coming to Waynesville, North Carolina with a brick and mortar cross stitch shop. I'm so excited, because when I would run out of floss when I'm camping or up here to visit my family, I would have to drive 45 minutes to an hour or more, depending on how far the traffic was, to either Weaverville or Hendersonville to get floss. And since Sassy Jack's is not opened yet, I've been having to go to Hendersonville or just do without. And you know how that is. That's, you know, just like doing without your phone. But anyway, she may open as early as mid-August, or it may be after Needlework Expo. You'll just have to watch her channel to find out the particulars. So I'm very excited. She's going to have counted cross stitch. She's going to have some quilting. She's expanding her quilting to include some patterns, and she said she's going to have hand embroidery, machine embroidery, some paper crafting, and maybe even some yarn. So this is going to be really exciting, and she's going to have a place where people can come in and stitch, I think. So I'm really excited about that. So that's really good. Because we've had two, stores close in South Carolina, and this is pretty close to my house, and really close to my camper. I mean, it's 20 minutes. Yay! That is so exciting. So anyway, I almost forgot something. That's the big announcement. So everybody's really excited about that. So I just want to, I'm just over the moon. So anyway, moving right along, we're going to talk about the, we're going to do the featured designer. I'm going to go a little bit out of order right now. Our featured Etsy designer is going to be Tracy Campbell Designs. I stumbled across some of her designs, and I think they are just so pretty. Most of her designs are digital, if not all of them. I didn't check, but I think everything's digital. Now, she also, in the fall, is going to have needle minders, greeting cards, notebooks, keychain, keeps, and mugs. So in the fall, she will have a wider variety or assortment of items. But anyway, this is one of the designs that she has. This is, I think this was called Thanksgiving Pumpkin or Fall Pumpkin. No, it's Thanksgiving Pumpkin, because it says Thanksgiving. But it's got a beautiful quilt design on it, and the little acorns and stuff. And these are all like digital patterns, but I said that. The next thing is, this says, give thanks with a grateful heart. Isn't that pretty? And I love the church, and look at that quilt block on the church. And look at that pumpkin tree. Isn't that something? Okay, then we have, it's a quilt oh, this chopped off the name. But anyway, this is like a little quilt sampler pattern, but it's a cross stitch pattern with the sheep and the alphabets and the threads and the house. I just thought that was cute. Then we also have, you know, because it's Christmas in July, this is Merry and Bright. And there's the, oh, sorry about the glare. That's the little gingerbread man popping out of the gift with his little Santa Claus on, Santa Claus hat on. Then we have, this reminds me of, well, it's the gingham cloth, but it reminds me of, everything's about quilt blocks. And this one says, always rejoice, pray without ceasing. 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 17. Isn't that pretty? Really, really pretty. All right, then we have Tea Time. I thought this one was cute. Now, I would probably change the color of the teapots because I really don't want a purple teapot in my kitchen. But I thought that was really, really cute. All right, then we have Sing to the Lord a New Song. I thought that was very, very pretty, very colorful. And this one is Cross Stitches or Angel Kisses. And this is one she actually has a finished product to show you. I think that's a flat fold or an easel. All right, and next we have the sewing machine with the little quilt block on it. I think it's Sewing Sampler or something. And this one's I Love to Sew. Isn't that pretty? And then we also have Home is Where the Heart Is. And yet again, it's kind of another quilt block. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Love the colors. Then, oops, I did that. Okay, I've lost my place. Oh yeah, and then because, you know, it is July, I had to stick something patriotic in. So this one says, now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. And this is 2 Corinthians 3:17. And it's on the black. It's very colorful, very patriotic. It's got the Liberty Bell on it, or facsimile of the Liberty Bell. Then we also have 1776. It's like a little cup design with pinwheels and fireworks. So pretty. And very, very, her patterns are very colorful. And then this one says Hope, Love, Joy, Peace, Christ. And it's a Christmas tree. Isn't that pretty? I like that. And everything she does seems to have some kind of like quilting thing in the most of it. Then the next one I'm showing you is a Winter Wish. And it's a little snowman, and it says stay safe. And it's got the little bird there. And he's in a mitten. So go check out her Etsy shop. I will link it below. I mean, she has some, oh wait, I got one more that I want to show you. And I just took a fit over this one. This is Rejoice. Isn't that pretty? And just check out her Etsy shop. I will link it below. And just hope you find something you like and that I've enabled you some to discover a new designer. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to show is free pattern. Okay, I told you we were going out of order today. I like to mix it up so you just don't go, oh yeah, she does this here, she does that there, and I'll just skip around and go here. Keep you guessing. So anyway, our freebie comes from twinpeakprimitives.com, and I will list the link below to get you directly to the product page because it's quite confusing. If the link doesn't work, you'll have to go to their just hit shop. Don't hit freebies, hit shop, and go down, and you're going to see something priced at €0, and that will be Oak Tree Lane Winter. And this one is, oh goodness, oh my, hold on. Okay, where were we? I think we've calmed down just a little bit now. We have Mr. Protector over here, and he saw a boxer go by in the rain with its owner and an umbrella, and you know, of course, he had to bark. So then they were both barking. But anyway, sorry about the interruption. But dogs will be dogs. Okay, the freebie is from TwinPeakPrimitives.com, and when you get there, if the link I've put below does not work, you need to pull up the Twin Peaks Primitive website. Do not go to freebies or you will not find it. Go to shop, and you need to scroll down till you see Oak Tree Lane Winter, and it's going to have its worth that it sells for €0. And this pattern is 120 by 80. It's a very substantial pattern, you know, a good size, and this is it. Isn't that beautiful? But see, this is how it's going to be listed, and you add it to your cart, and there's no charge, and you can download it. But is that not beautiful? I love those houses with the snow and the trees and the birds. So, pardon the glare. I'm so sorry. But anyway, that's our freebie for today. Now, the next thing I would like to tell you about is goodness. There's a chance they're having a raffle at the Crafty Ewe, and I apologize because I just found out about this last night. And if you do not sign up by Sunday, July 31st for the raffle to buy a raffle ticket, you will not be eligible for this raffle. Okay, Tiny House Stitcher was showing this pattern, and she said that it was one of her unicorn patterns, and the proper stitcher also said that. And this one, Annie the proper stitcher, and this is the pattern. And to all a good night. This chart is no longer in print, but they have 2 copies at the Crafty Ewe, and to raise money for the American Cancer Society, they are selling raffle tickets for $5 a piece. So stop my video, go buy your raffle tickets for Into All a Good Night, and you might win that Blackbird pattern that's no longer available. It's a beautiful, beautiful stitch. It's called Loose Feathers number 11, and I'm going to show you the picture one more time. Is that not beautiful? So anyway, the raffle tickets are $5 a piece, and the raffle ends July 31st, and you'll probably see the video, you know, if you're one of my early watchers, and you'll get to take advantage of this. Okay, and I do apologize that I did not know about it ahead of time. I'm so sorry. Okay, so now we've got the announcements, we've got the freebie, we've got the designer, and so let's move on to finally finished objects, or fully finished objects, better known as FFOs. Okay, I've been busy this week. And what I have done is, you know, I have been doing the Country Cottage Needleworks sampler. I started that sale last year, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to be able to do one of these a month. Oh, yeah, right. Well, that was kind of went by the wayside, but the ones I did get finished stitching, I'm finally starting to finish them. And this one I finished. It's June sampler of the month. And this is by Country Cottage Needleworks, and it's got the watermelon with cute little ants, and I think, yes, the watermelon seeds are French knots. And you know, I did them with 1 strand like it said, but I thought this was so cute. I used all the call for colors, and all the little dots on the strawberries are also French knots. So I left the French knots to the end, and by the time I finished, I was French knotted out. I put this on Chelsea's Checks, one of the new colors that they have out, the green. It just looked good. And I got the Rick Rack from Fat Quarter Shop. It's Lori Holt's from Beading My Bonnet. And I just put that around, and I just put this on a foam board, and I switched these out. And this is a Hobby Lobby Wall Decor 1954874. So I think it says something like, it's a chalkboard, and it says something like best seat in the house or something. But I thought this was cute. It needs a little something or not. I can't really decide. So if you think it needs a little something else, let me know. All right, so that was one finish, and this is done on 28 count beautiful beige linen, and it's 2 strands over 2. Okay, and that's a country cottage. Now the next one I finished is going for the hashtag cross stitch Christmas, X stitch Christmas, okay, X stitch Xmas week. And also Priscilla Blaine's hashtag, hashtag PC Blaine. Oh, I'm gonna have to list it below because I can't remember. But anyway, I went to Hobby Lobby. I think it was a year ago. I got the last Santa's letterbox that they had, and part of my Christmas stitching was that I was going to pick up some of my Christmas whips and finish some of them. And I was so close on this one, and I finally finished Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and I showed that last week. So I've got it on the letterbox that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I glued this on because I'm not going to use it for anything else. It's just a letterbox to put my Christmas cards in. And I'm not going to put anything, probably, I might put something up here, but I'm not really sure yet. But anyway, I used Priscilla's Pretty Plaids. I did the buffalo check one on the inside, and then I did the red and white one on the outside. And this is my finish. This is done on 28 count even weave from Fat Quarter Shop, the black even weave. And I used 2 strands over 2 of Classic Colorworks Call for threads. And everything is just as she charted it in the graph. And I'm just really, really excited about this. I'm going to enjoy putting this up in my kitchen over Christmas. And putting all my Christmas cards in it, because I get a lot of Christmas cards. All right, so then my finishes this month, okay, I do Whip Go, and Whip Go is a bingo game, and I just put mine on a little chart, and as you can see, I already had one bingo. And this month she had called number 11, Lucky 13 Halloween Club, and I put that I was going to finish one figure, okay, in there, because there's 13. It's Lucky 13 Halloween Sale or something like that. And this is what the finished product will look like. I'm making this for my grandson, Harrison, because I thought he would think it's cookie and he would like it. And it said, home is where you hang your broom, just a wee bit wicked every day. And I'm going to put that in there too. And this is the pattern that I did. This is Dracula. And I started him and finished him this month. And so this is on 30 count Weeks Dye Works Carrot. And this is what I've got done so far. Oops, let's see. Okay, here we go. I can't hardly see. And I used 2 strands over 2. And he's got a good bit of outline stitching. I outlined his hair, and I wasn't supposed to, but it doesn't really matter. but I think he is so cute. Now the ghost and the mummy have buttons, but I'm going to wait till the end. And see those 3 the jack-o'-lanterns? I'm just going to finish that probably tonight. And if I don't finish it, I'll finish that tomorrow. And then I'll be ready for the words. And moving on to the next row of figures for later. For maybe another project. So anyway, this is 2/2 using Weeks Dye Works. And he was just a lot of fun to stitch and watch him grow. I especially like his little socks. Just too cute. Not real fond of the eyes, but oh well, can't have everything. Okay, so, oh my goodness. No, I better leave that on there. Okay, so that was the one whip go. And so because I finished my figure, I'm going to color that one in. All right, and the other whip go was, oh, here we are, number 18. I just couldn't find it. And it's Life is Short by Waxing Moon Designs. Drink the eggnog. And I want a finish. Okay? Well, I worked and I worked and I worked and I worked and I worked. And let me tell you, for some reason, this just did not want to get stitched in a hurry. So there is the pattern. It's from Merry Musings. And there's the pattern. Okay, I do not drink eggnog, so I changed the word to cocoa. And I told last video how I went about charting and making up my letters and things that I did. I also did not like, well, when I was stitching, I didn't realize that those hearts were cookies, gingerbread cookies. So I made mine pink, but I thought, well, my gingerbread cookies have icing on them. So I made them the salmon color. And I finally did the bow tie. Now, I've not sewed the buttons on because I'm going to sew the buttons on the gingerbread guy last. And believe it or not, I didn't have any buttons. I don't know what happened to them. So, anyway, he just doesn't have any buttons. And if I can't find them, we'll do French knots or something. But this is it. Life is short. Drink the cocoa. Eat the cookies. And see my little cookies. They're all iced, and I thought that looked better than the brown of the gingerbread man. And so these borders with the snowflakes, I would have had this done last night, except because I just finished it right before the video. But when I was doing these patterns with the snowflakes, I was off 2 rows. And you know, all your snowflakes have to look alike. So I had to rip out about 4 of those patterns and then go back because I could not figure out a way to fudge it and make it work. So I did that, and then I got close and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to run out of floss. And I didn't have any more of the, I think it's verdigris floss or something. Yeah, verdigris. I didn't have any more of that. So I was like, oh my goodness. So I probably had 6 inches of floss left when I finished of that color out of my skein of floss because I had messed up the pattern and kept having to rip it out. But I think this is the most beautiful design. I love it, love it, love it. And I enjoyed doing the back stitching. And this is on 28 count something in my stash. Well, let's see. Oh, and I also, instead of using desert sand, no, instead of using bright leaf, I used desert sand, which was the heart color. So that was good. And I just don't remember what color fabric it was, so I apologize. But anyway, so that's another whip go finish. So now I have another one, another finish, yay. And now look at my whip go board. I will have a bingo when I get to do this one. I will have a bingo when I get to do this one. And it's looking pretty good. So far this year, I have managed to complete every whip go goal that I've set for myself. And some of them have been like, oh, am I going to get this done? So we'll talk more about whip go later. And this is just I forgot to explain this too. This is a bingo game that Jessie Marie does stuff. She has a Flosstube and she explains how to work this. And a lot of people, she even has like this spreadsheet thing you can download and everything. But I'm like, oh yeah, I spend enough time on computers. Let's just do this. It's quick. Yeah. And if I mess it up, I toss it and make another one. So there you go. But anyway, so that was those were my whip goes for for July, and they're finished. So that's good. Okay. Now, the next things I'm doing are for stitch alongs, and I've been doing the cross stitch camp 2022 that Colorado Cross Stitcher explains in her video, in her Flosstubes. And this month we were supposed to pick out a project and take a picture of the supplies and everything that we would use, and it was supposed to be an object that we would not frame. Okay, it had to be something you'd finish other than framing. And I thought, oh yay, I can do my new berry of the month from the Birdsong Berry Club from Dying to Stitch in Virginia Beach, Virginia. So I'm doing the goldfinch, and this is my strawberry. And a strawberry is definitely something that you would finish not framed. Yeah. So anyway, I got this. This was just the most fun to stitch. And I know sometimes when people say that, I just roll my eyes, because I'm thinking, yeah, right, you can't enjoy every little thing about every little thing. But this, I did. I really enjoyed it. It just went by just like that. And I just hope the finish goes by just like that. All I've got to do, well, I really got to finish this one. This one's on R&R Reproductions 36 count Berry Brew Linen, and this is an exclusive for the Birdsong Berry Club. And the stitch count was 126 by 72. Now, it did not seem like that. Yeah, this is it. So, oh, no, that's not it. Sorry about that. Got a sneak peek of something. Okay, this is it. This is on 36 count with a thread stuck over it. Nothing like that. And this is the R&R Reproductions, and I used one strand over 2 threads. But is that not just the prettiest goldfinch you've ever seen? I just really like that. So this is going to make a beautiful strawberry. It really is, for a dough bowl or a tier tray. I hadn't really decided what I'm going to do with it. But all I got to do is sew it up, stuff it, and put the little cap on it. And poof, it'll be done. So anyway, I'm going to take a picture of this, and I'm going to post it on hashtag Cross Stitch Camp 2022 and hashtag Colorado Cross Stitcher, and that way I'll be eligible for her contest. Plus, I got something done ahead of time. What a shock. Okay, because here lately it's been like procrastinate. So anyway, it's a lot of fun, so you'll have to go watch her video, and we'll talk later about what I'm going to do in August. Okay. And the next sale I worked on was when I went to StitchCon. They had a pattern that you could buy exclusive for StitchCon attendees. And Sue Hillis designed this, and this is 2022 StitchCon Friends Sharing, and it says New and Old, a Common Thread, Keepsakes Cincinnati, and it's got the little Keepsakes Cottage with a shop, and the stitchy bus, and a thimble thread, and it's got 310 the cat, which I did not see. I mean, in person, I didn't see the cat, which was fine because I'm allergic. But anyway, and my pattern is signed by Sue Hillis. Is that not just amazing? I was so excited. So anyway, she wanted to start a stitch along, and she took a picture. They took a picture of all of us at StitchCon that we're going to do the stitch along. And this is the progress. I finally started it because we were supposed to start it in July, and this is on 40 count, and this is my first endeavor at 40 count. And you know, it's really not that bad. I'm stitching over 2 with 1 strand of floss, and it uses all DMC floss. So I did friends, a heart, and sharing. And I think that's just really cute. And so I'm looking forward to working on this some more. Now, this is probably one that, yeah, I could work on this at night. And I'm using, oh shoot. Once again, do I know, it's some kind of Edinburgh. No, it's not Edinburgh. I didn't write down what I'm using. Drat. Oh well, I'll have to tell you about that in a future video. But anyway, I'm really excited about working on that. So, that's a good thing. It's always good to try something new, you know. I could have saved it for summer cross stitch camp, but I was like, no, I want to do 2 new things. So, there's that. So that will go under hashtag Sue Hillis Sal. And if you've been to StitchCon and you have that pattern, you can join us. And there are some people that have already posted on there, and of course they have more done than I do. But at least I've started. So, you know, I just stitch to make myself happy, not anybody else. Okay, now what am I going to do? I don't have any haul this week. Oh, shock of shocks. But what am I going to work on for next week? Well, first we'll start with Whip Go, okay? Jessie Marie puts out the numbers on the 27th, and this month she thought the 26th was the 27th, which so did I. So, Jessie Marie, I'm right there with you. Anyway, though, she called out number 20, which I put the philanthropic pumpkin, and that will give me another bingo. And I want to finish, and this is by Hands On Design and Lady Dots Creates. And this is what I've got done so far. I don't lack much. And this is a picture of the philanthropic pumpkin, and I have all the finishing materials came with the kit, even the little pumpkin pins, and even the material on the bottom. But is that not just precious? Just so, so, so cute. I'm a little worried about the stem, but we'll work on something. But anyway, this is on 36 count. Well, I'll tell y'all that next week, okay? Or maybe, no, it's on 32 count, antique white linen. So, no, just white linen. So, that's going to be one of my stitches that I'm going to do, and I'm going for a finish in August. Okay, the next one that she called was number, here we go. Oops. Too much stuff on the table. I wonder how many times you've heard that. The next one she called was Jolly Jingle number 25. And that was my Jolly Jingle Joy by Luminous Fiber Arts. And I want a finish on that also. And that will not give me a bingo. Well, it will if I finish the philanthropic pumpkin, and that I will have yet a 3rd bingo. How exciting is that? So I'm expecting 2 finishes. So let's see what I've got done on this. Okay, this was, when I got this, it was a mystery sale, as you can tell by my PDF, because it says Clue 4. So we got the reindeer, we got Santa Claus, and then we got the snowman. Well, I've got the perfect frame. I've already got Jingle and Jolly done. And of course, you know, I just picked out a piece of fabric, didn't measure it, and I was like, oh goodness. So here's another piece of fabric. Okay, this is the stiff stuff. And So that means that I'm going to have to start the snowman and finish the snowman this month. And that's a lot of white. Oh my goodness. But he's so cute. And he's singing and jingling and all that good stuff. This uses all DMC floss, except, well, never mind. I'll tell you that next week too. But anyway, this was the mystery style. Now you can buy this pattern. It's been available since, I think, Needlework Market in March. So when I get this done, I plan to frame these individually, but all together, if that makes any sense. They're just going to be straight up and down in a row. So I need to get started. So I've got my work cut out on this one. I'll have to really stitch. But I'm excited about doing that one because that'll be another Christmas finish. All right, and then what else do I have planned? Well, I have 2 more sales that I'm participating in. I love to do sales. It's just nice to know other people are working on the same thing. But anyway, one of them is, of course, with hashtag Colorado Cross Stitcher with hashtag Cross Stitch Camp. And this is the final month of Cross Stitch Camp. And then she will have the drawing for the prizes and everything. Okay, so this month, last month when I was talking about this, I forgot some of the requirements for August. I knew about them, but I just, you know, when you get on Flosstube, it's like, oh, I'm an airhead, you know. But anyway, this one, you could pick something new. Try something new. It could be a new floss, a new fabric, a new designer, you know, anything like that, a new stitch. So what I've done is I went, when I was starting this, I saw this pattern and I just went ahead and bought it because I thought, oh, this is me. This will look great in my stitching room. And it's by Colorado Cross Stitcher. And I've never stitched any of her patterns before. This is Stitcher. Now, I haven't decided based on the piece of fabric that I had available if I'm going to do the little one or the big one. But I will be deciding that tonight because I have to start it Monday. So, this is the piece of fabric I have that I got from Panda's Crossing. And it's 36 count Platinum Edinburgh and it's 7 by 7. So this is what I got right here. So I'll probably end up doing the little one, but I hope I can do the big one. I just grabbed it out real quick, but I just think it's probably going to be the little one. And I've got all my flosses picked out. I just don't have them on a ring. Some are DMC, some are Classic Colorworks. And I'm going to be starting that on August 1st. And I'm going to stitch one thread over, one strand of floss over 2 threads of linen. 2 strands, well, you know what I mean. So that's going to be fun. Now this has to be a start and a finish in the same month of August to be eligible. And you have to post it on Instagram with a hashtag. You have to post your beginning, so I'll have to take a picture of my supplies and my fabric and my pattern. And then at the beginning of the month, and then at the end of the month, I have to take a picture of my finished product and post that. All right, and the last sale and plan, because, I mean, you know, how much can you stitch in a week, you know? I saw this and I was like, oh, I gotta do it. This is the hashtag Toil and Trouble sale from Primrose Cottage Stitches. Oh my goodness. And it says double Toil and Trouble, Fire Burn, and Cauldron Bubble. But I just thought that was just precious. You know, because you know that's what the witches say. Although that's not precious, but anyway. But I just thought that was very colorful, and I thought that would be cute in my Halloween decor. So this uses 10 DMCs, and I'm going to do this on 32 count Stormy Night Belfast. Now, I did use the cross stitch calculator and figured out that this piece of fabric, oh, that's showing up pretty good. is going to be adequate to complete my design, which I'll do it like this. Watch me start it like this and mess up. That would not be good, but it's going to go like this. And I'm going to use 2 strands over 2, most likely. But Primrose Cottage stitches, I just love their patterns. They're so bright and cheerful. They remind me of Lizzie Kate, so I like to do those. So that will be another start on Monday. So I'll have two new starts on Monday. All right. This has been a long video. I apologize. And I also apologize for the dog barking. Ooh. But I hope you enjoyed everything. I hope you'll come back next week. I try to get my videos out on Saturday. Just like and subscribe, and please share so we can get 1,000 subscribers. We're getting sort of kind of close. And you know, go pull off your free pattern, and be sure, and if you're watching on Sunday, July 31st or before, go to the Ewe, Crafty Ewe, and be sure and buy your raffle tickets for the Blackbird design to help the American Cancer Society. Okay, with all that, I will tell you bye, and you have a wonderful stitchy week, and stay safe, and just enjoy stitching, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.